Hi, everybody. The energies at the moment are accelerating. I know they've been accelerating for a while, but this is another acceleration of the acceleration. So the energies are strong. There has been a focus in the clearing out around the solar plexus in the last few weeks. We are now moving into the sacral energy center. And that is a really powerful, interesting energy center because there's so many intricate levels to this energy center. So this archive, the sacral archives, holds a lot of stories, a lot of vibrations in different compartments, in different rooms within the sacral. So what's occurring, that a door will be open in the sacral and there will be a cleansing out of it, a clearing out of it, and then another door, cleansing, clearing out of it. Now, the sacral is a powerful energy center because it also has a very high aspect to it where it holds certain sacred consciousness in our physical, earthly embodiment. And this sacred consciousness, this sacred sacred templates is connected to high wisdom that has come through, I'll keep it simple, that has come through the energy lines of Mother Earth and the energy lines of the stars. So as we're clearing out the false testaments around the sacral, that those parts that I'm talking about will then eventually clearly and cleanly get activated. So we're starting this right now. The movement, the decluttering, the spring clean of the sacral. So in the sacral it holds the stories of disempowerment around one's creative energy, one's energy around the sexual energy, the energy around connection through empathy, through compassion, trusting in the unknown. It also, the sacral is about the empowerment and the beauty of the divine feminine, remembering through our being, through ourselves. Now, no, you all know this, that the divine feminine, it's not about a gender. It is the high vibration that has its link and its overlighting emanation connected to the Divine Mother, connected to the Divine Father, Divine Source. The sacral is a really important energy center because it can get a bit mishmash as we're clearing out stuff, because there's a lot of stuff held and hidden there. And this is what's occurring at the moment. So there will be a lot of feelings that will come up. One of the things that will occur or has started to occur is the energy of the lower astral and the astral coming through from the earth through your being, or coming out of your being through dreams, through feeling a bit strange, feeling a bit off center. The core of this is in the sacral, okay? When there has been sexual creative disturbances, trauma, hurt, disconnection, it opens certain, I'll put it like this, certain doorways to certain energy spaces. And this is what most of us carry in our sacral. So as the clearing out is going on, there are these moments where you might have these heavy dreams, nightmares, disturbing, just feeling a bit gross or icky. Just know this is the stuff leaving your sacral. So it's really important to move into self-well-being. Clear your energy. Ground. Sit in nature. You know all of this. Up that self-well-being, self-care. That's really important during this time, because those disturbing aspects of our shadowland is being a little bit activated to be transmuted. So even being aware of this is going to help you so you don't go down the path of fear. But fear might be triggered. I need to say that. Fear might be triggered, and just remember, the fear is the feeling. Because aspects, not all of you, but some of you will be during this time that I see, will be clearing out energies, binding energies, attachments, agreements, vows and oaths that has occurred knowingly and unknowingly. This is also now ready to be cleared out, ready to be now finished. And so because of this, the opportunity that is occurring to move away from that vibration, it might feel a bit wobbly and you might feel a bit scared or in fear. It's like, just remember, it's the emanation of the shadowlands. You are safe. Ground into Mother Earth. You are protected. You are supported, because within you, your true, authentic self, your soul, your I am presence is the overlighting force of love and light. And as this stuff keeps moving and transmuting, that path and that clarity of what I have just said will become more apparent in your beingness. The ego at the moment is a bit like seagulls. I. This is coming up for us and for others to really see and feel the dominating factor of our perception and emanation on how we see our world. We must move out of I, the seagull consciousness, to the I am, which is the source, authentic self consciousness. The sacral is an important energy center because it's in the sacral that the manipulation of the ego still holds court, still wants the limelight, still wants to be right, still is focusing on the external reality And the reason why this occurs and is the way, because it is the fuel of the ego to stay in its sovereignty over you. The ego is an aspect that is part of our tribe. It is an important aspect that has lost its way, that now needs to move back in the great circle of all aspects within us. Because with the transmutation and the processes that you have been going through, when we hit the sacral time, and this is what this time is about, then what's being called, because it's through the sacral, is the shifting, the realignment of the ego in co-creation with other aspects, but also the stepping down to allow, the ego to allow the soul, our authentic self, to now be the sovereign of our being. So a lot of what's happening now and continuing from now till the solstice is deeply rooted in the sacral. There are feelings, energies, memories coming up that are of the stories, beliefs, and consciousness held in the sacral. There could be patterns that could be activated and triggered, all patterns. Don't go into judgment with yourself. Just please recognize that aspects of your being, your sacral, is also feeling overwhelmed, feeling very exhausted at this continuous process, and also feeling very overwhelmed and exhausted at the acceleration happening all around you. And it's like at times it feels like all the stuff from those energy centers, base, sacral, and solar plexus, are all brought up. It's like when you get all your clothes out of the wardrobes to do a cleanse and you put it all on the bed and you look at it and it's like so overwhelming that it'll take you weeks to cull it, to clear it out. That's the energy when we do the deep dive into the sacral. So this is pretty much the frequency, and it'll come through differently for all of us, that is being brought up from now heading to the solstice. So again, please know that with the dreams or feeling heavy, feeling really, really, really tired, there is a bit of clearing out from the lower astral, the shadow worlds of our being. And that sometimes, because this can happen, that sometimes it is a frequency specific to the outer world. So keeping your energy fields cleared and cleansed, grounding, and just daily going into that consciousness. I am light. I am grounded in my body physical. I am joy returning. I am happiness remembering the light I am. The I am affirmations are really powerful, and these are what I suggest to use at this time. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.